Hello everybody, how are we doing? I'm Solomon Watson and I'm so excited to be joined by local legend and quite literally the voice of Arab Park. Let me introduce to you Andrew Hart, better known as Tiger. Thank you for joining me here from the Arab Valley YMCA this morning.
Well, thanks for the lovely introduction.
You're welcome.
I don't get many like that, I gotta be honest.
Oh yes, when I first saw you, I was greeted by the roar of your voice over the park. If you have watched Arab Valley, you have been greeted by the roar and the humour of Into the Opposition. Not only that, but the Tiger is also responsible for the food bank for Arab Valley, which hopefully you'll tell us more about that in a second. So Tiger, I've always assumed you were born and raised in Aber. Am I right in saying that?
I was actually born in Hendrydeni,
Oh yeah.
and when I was one, my parents moved to William Street, just behind Arbitrary
Yeah.
Square.
Oh yeah. I was born in William Street, and well, so that's where it all started, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
40 years now.
gosh, don't look it.
Oh, aye.
In your opinion, what makes the Arab Valley a great place to live in?
Probably two words are the best is community together.
Definitely, and especially football. I mean,
Football is the other sports clubs, the rugby.
yes.
There's just is the people, they're the salt of the earth there.
Like most of the people I know, thanks to Arab Valley. Like, I mean, if I didn't support Arab Valley, I wouldn't know who they are. So that makes sense. Like I wouldn't know you, I wouldn't know Ben Galvin, I wouldn't know Dean Wood, I wouldn't know Tanky, John, everyone. So with the food bank now, when did you start that then?
So the food bank started in 2020, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I think it was the November. What started out was the first team players for Aber Valley
Yeah.
FC. They decided to do. Have you ever heard of Movember?
Yes, I
It's
have.
where they grow moustaches
Yeah.
for the whole month of November,
I've heard,
and then they
yeah.
make a donation. Then is
Yeah.
to normally it's to a charity, but in this case they decided to set up just extra provisions because of COVID.
Yes.
And it's just grown from there. I got to be honest.
So was the food bank card set up in COVID then, obviously with all the restrictions and obviously like having to? Did you have to like sanitize like the packets and stuff?
Yeah, well, we had to wear masks and everything when
Yeah.
we were making the parcels up. What it first started where we try. Oh, there was people getting in touch with us, and we were trying to obviously facilitate them. And
Yeah.
then we realised that there was a massive need for it in the valley. Like,
Yeah, definitely, especially with. I mean, if you go out to Philly, I mean, I know there's one down by Tesco's. It's gone now, but like you see, it's just sad to see how many homeless people there are
That's
without
right.
support of food. And like, well, it's an incredible job, Tiger, and I think everyone is so grateful, even the ones who like maybe don't need the help as much. Like I'm still so grateful because I know if I don't have any food, like I can't afford to get food, I can just go to you. And anyway, let's come on to football. This week is the derby, Arab Valley Philly. How do you think that's going to play out this week?
I think all the boys got to do is keep their heads.
Yes.
They got to keep calm, even all the way up to the build-up of the game.
Yes.
And I think they've got enough to win it.
Yes, I hope they do. And are you on the committee? I think.
I am on the committee, yeah.
So what do you do on the committee?
On the committee, I'm in charge of me and Lucy Midgley
Yes.
are in charge of the Facebook page,
Facebook,
and then fundraising we try and do for the club because it's not cheap to run Aber Valley FC. It's a
I can
very
tell.
very
Yes.
expensive a club to run, to be honest.
Yes.
That's why we're always on the lookout for sponsors. And for me, it's like a double whammy because I'm always looking for fundraising for the food bank,
Yes.
but then I'm also looking for fundraising for the club.
Yeah, so absolute pro in fundraising now.
Oh, well, saying that, I don't know. We try our best, but like I said, if it weren't for the community,
Yeah.
the reason why the food bank and the football club runs is because the community giving back.
Yeah, and on that, so I noticed, I've been on Twitter a lot lately, and I noticed Aber Valley, the amount of sponsors you had through, surely, so do you ever have like sleepless nights trying to get those sponsors?
I wouldn't say sleepless nights. Like, I'm having sleepless nights at the moment because I got a new puppy.
Gosh.
But I'm it's trying to find where the next money. We try and raise enough for the full season.
Yes.
But like it is hard in pre-season trying to get so many sponsors on board.
Yes.
And then not only is it just the club, it's the players who play for the club.
Yeah.
They all need to be sponsored as well.
Exactly. Is there any times you've thought about like, gosh, I wish I didn't like start doing this?
Never. Every day I wake up is I'm happy.
That's brilliant.
Aber Valley is just runs through my veins. I got to be honest.
Exactly, and obviously, have you ever thought like that? Like, with the Aber Valley, have you ever thought like without like is it? It's hard to put with the Aber Valley, is there any like? Has there been any matches where you felt like, oh, I wish I didn't miss that or something like that? Do you miss any matches?
I don't miss many matches. Every home game I attend.
Yes.
I do miss the odd away match.
Yeah.
I do. One thing with me is I can't travel. I get travel sick very
God.
easily. I do. Unless I'm driving, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But then I'm not a very good passenger.
Yeah.
But like the Welsh Cup got drawn last night.
Yes.
And we've been drawn against Pontardawe.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, that's Swansea, and they are in the Ardell South League. They are, so they're above us in the leagues.
Yeah.
And I think we're putting coaches on to go down there because the support is incredible down, from the valley. When we went to Aberystwyth a couple of seasons ago,
Yes.
I think we took over. We took up 600, I think, and it got
600 coaches.
no 600 people.
gonna say,
But we got we had the highest attendance for an away game and a home game the following year against Barrytown. In the Welsh Cup we did. So
What's the most? Do you know the most highest attendance for a SWAL match?
ooh, I would say it would probably been Caerphilly last season when we beat them 6-2.
Yeah, God.
Although we didn't take count, I think you can just see by the pictures there was a lot of people down
Yes. Has there been any SWAL matches that have really stand out to you and like you still remember them to this day?
there. Ooh, that's a good one. I remember when, we got into the South Wales Amateur League, I think, back 23 years ago.
Gosh.
And the one I was playing at the time, but the one game that stood out to us was Comaman. Now, Comaman were like our bogey team, they were. And we had never beat them and up their place.
Yeah.
And then last year, the boys travelled up there. It was a wet, miserable day.
Yeah.
I think we took about 30 people up there, 40 people to watch.
Yes.
And we beat them finally. After 22 years of waiting, we finally beat them.
Has there been any matches where you've like with the worst weather? Is there any matches you can remember?
This is not South Wales Amateur League, but it was a friendly we played, and it was up Dowlais.
Yeah.
I think it was against Pantascalog up by Merthyr.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And we had 4 seasons in one day. So we had rain, hail, sun, and wind. All and it was. I've never seen anything like it.
Welcome to Wales.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for having me, Tiger. No, thank you very much for coming on, Tiger, and have a good rest of the day, and come on, Aber, in the Caerphilly match.
Aber.
So, everybody, you've been to interview the locals, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye!